This is an ABC Action News special. Quest for the Cup.
Proudly brought to you by MillianAire Air Conditioning and Heating, Hungry Howie's Flavored Crust Pizza, and Achieva Credit Union.
The Tampa Bay Lightning on the brink of an historic collapse.
Here's Atkinson, should score.
The best team in hockey, now just one game from elimination. Time is running out.
You have to find a way to be better.
They find a way. They find a way.
The Bolts need to find a spark as the NHL's leading goal scorer returns. Tampa Bay looks to light the lamp, reignite this series, and make an historic comeback.
Hello and welcome to Quest for the Cup. I'm Brandon Baylor.
And I'm John Sable. We're broadcasting live from Sparkman Wharf on Channelside, right across the street from Amalie Arena. We've got a jam-packed place here behind us. As you can see, Sparkman Wharf just filling up as we speak. We've been out here since about 4 o'clock, and Brandon, this crowd is glued and ready for hopefully a Lightning win. Now, before we get started in our pregame show, we want to welcome everyone watching at home from our streaming devices on abcactionnews.com, our ABC Action News Facebook page, and our streaming apps Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, and of course our friends on our ABC Action News YouTube channel.
So here we are, minutes away from Game 4. The Columbus Blue Jackets lead the series in what really has turned into a shocking 0-3 lead over the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's do or die for what has been the season in the record books for the Lightning.
Yeah, it feels like a little deja vu here. I know the fans at all the watch parties in Thunder Rally, they've been craving for a win, and every time we talk about it, we're recapping, Brandon, a Lightning shocking loss.
Yeah, we're starting to sound like a broken record to you guys at home. It's literally the same thing every single game the past 3 games. The Lightning, of course, having trouble with scoring, and the Blue Jackets just outplaying them in the last 3 games. Now, literally, tonight, if they lose, it's win or go home. Hopefully, we'll come out with a win.
Things are starting to unravel for the Lightning. For the 3rd straight game of the playoffs, the Columbus Blue Jackets come out on top, leaving the Lightning's chances of a Stanley Cup nearly impossible.
I mean, they're defending well. We're not getting many opportunities. We pushed hard in the 3rd period.
Throughout the game and much of the series, we're kind of just almost keeping it too simple in a way. We have a lot of skill in our team. We just got to use it.
With key players such as Nikita Kucherov suspended and Victor Hedman out with an injury in Game 3, the Bolts were unable to rally behind the adversity, now facing a deeper hole, trailing 3 games to none.
I'm not going to look at the whole series and figure out why or how we got here. Like I said, I think we can build on some things here, and that's all we can focus on.
Adversity hits in different ways, and we haven't had a lot of it during the regular season, and we have it now. And we had adversity going into the 3rd period, and I thought we responded well, and now we just got to carry that on.
With the odds stacked against them heading into the important win-or-go-home Game 4, of the past President Trophy winners, 5 have been eliminated in the first round, but none of them have been swept. The Lightning facing that piece of history tonight in Columbus.
We've won a lot of hockey games as a team, so we can definitely do it if there's a group that can. It's us, and we just got to play the right way. Everyone's got to step up.
So far in the first 3 games, nothing has been in favor of the Bolts. But despite the chance of this series ending sooner than later, this team still believes there's more hockey to play.
Yeah, you got to win a game. We just win a game, get it back to Tampa. So it's tough right now, but we just have to find a way.
As down as the guys are about losing the game, and rightfully so. I think the guys liked how this game started to go, the second half. As far as I know, we're playing Tuesday, right? So, we're still alive.
And you, Cooper, they're still alive, but you have to wonder, John, what's actually going through their minds. 3 straight losses, they've never faced that in the regular season, so it's still deja vu or a shock factor for them, but the season is far from over.
Brandon, this is the first time, like you said, they've suffered 3 losses, and they're picking at the worst time of the year to do it in the postseason, 1 game away from elimination. And while we think there will be some panic in the locker room, we didn't see it after Game 1. I felt it after Game 2. Obviously, we weren't there after Game 3, but listening to the players talk this morning, they're taking this 1 game at a time, and they're surprisingly excited for this challenge to try to get back in this series, but also forcing a Game 5 back here in Tampa later this week.
but we just have to find a way to, you know, there's nothing to save it for right now. I mean, we just have to, you know, win the next game and see where it takes us.
I know our guys, each one of us is going to do whatever's needed to put forth their best game, and that's what we need right now is everybody's best game and focus on trying to get it back to Tampa.
We've won a lot of hockey games as a team, so you know, we can definitely do it. If there's a group that can, it's us, and we just got to play the right way. Everyone's got to step up.
Well, the Bolts are trying to avoid a major collapse, folks. That we know, but if they get swept tonight or even just lose this series, it would be the biggest collapse by any team in American team sports history. These other teams on this list that you see here had the best regular season record in their respective sports and their best regular season record in their respective sports history. But they all made it out of the first round, and some mostly losing in the championship game of their respective sports, while the Bolts wouldn't even get out of their first round, let alone get swept here, would be devastating for this team.
That's the last thing fans want to see. And, of course, they've been frustrated just like we have with the first 3 games. They want to see a win tonight, John, and we had a chance to speak to some of those fans.
Well, we're going to win tonight. There's only 4 of the teams in the NHL that have done this. We're going to be number 5, and we're going to go all the way. Because tonight is a big win. We're turning a series around. There will be a Game 5 here Friday night. Go Bolts!
I'm very optimistic. I don't care how many they've lost. They're going to win tonight. I have all faith in them and believe in them, and we're here to support them. And that's why we went all out, big, to let them know we love them and we're here to support them.
Go Bolts! Whether win or lose, they are our Lightning, and we shall always pick them up, dust them off, because when someone we love is down, we never kick them. Like I said, win or lose, they are the Lightning, we are the Thunder. Go Bolts!
And those are some ride or die fans there, John,
Absolutely.
for you. Also, there's some good fans out there, of course, that still love this team as much as we do. So it's our Hungry Howie's flavored crust pizza cheesy fan of the game. Tonight's cheesy fan is actually expanded fan family. Check this out. Brooke and Greg Swolinski just announced they have a baby Bolt coming this September.
That's awesome.
They posted this picture on Facebook. You can see baby already has her first Lightning onesie. They need to send us one as well. Congratulations to them. And be sure to share your fan photos with us. Just look for us on a Cheesy Fan Post on Facebook.
Hopefully an adult onesie.
Well, yeah, we all fit in everything. One size only, all right? So if there is a fifth game, fingers crossed there will be. The next watch party is at Thunder Alley. If it happens, we'll be there for the pregame excitement, live music, and fun. Come out and join us for the fun, of course, and say hello to John and I. And if there is a Game 6, the game shifts back to Columbus, and the official watch party for Easter Sunday will be announced by the Lightning.
All right, so a lot to get to today here on Quest for the Cup as we get ready for Game 4 here in about 20 minutes. Still ahead, back by popular demand. We'll be talking with someone who knows the Lightning inside and out. Jay Retcher from Sports Talk 95.3 WDAE will join us live here from Sparkman Wharf to give us his insight on what we should expect coming up here in Game 4.
And also ahead tonight, Painting for a Cause. Check this out, John. Meeting a local artist, turning Lightning moments into cash for kids. Her inspirational story is ahead on the show.
And now your chance to win tickets to Game 1 of Round 2 if the Lightning advance. Tonight's clue word is face-off. All you have to do is go to abcactionnews.com/quest to enter the contest and submit the clue word. Again, that clue word is face-off. You'll find the official entry form and rules on the official Quest for the Cup section at abcactionnews.com. We're back with more Quest for the Cup in 60 seconds.
This Quest for the Cup live stream is brought to you by Hungry Howie's flavored crust pizza, MillianAire Air Conditioning and Heating, and Achieva Credit Union.
Good evening, this is Ashley. How can I make you a millionaire today?
My AC isn't working. Can I get somebody out here tonight?
We'll have one of our technicians right over.
How was work today?
It was good. I gotta go.
Right now, get 0% for 72 months. It's hard to stop a train. MillianAire, masters of comfort.
It's time to stop paying a high interest rate on your credit card. There's a better card out there waiting for you. Introducing the Achieva MasterCard. It's not a nickel and dime card. So go ahead, transfer your balance from your current high-rate card. There's no fee to transfer, no annual fee, and your rate can be as low as 2.2% until 2020. Because we care about you and what stays in your wallet. And that's good to know. Achieva and MasterCard. Banking for good.
We're back with Quest of the Cup. Time now on the show, our MillianAire coolest play of the game going back to Game 3.
Yeah, John, they're pretty hard to find now, but we have a lone bright spot from Game 3. Lightning trailing 2-0 late in the third. The both showing off some of their best passing as of lately. Chernak finds Palat in front of Bobrovsky, slips it by to light the lamp. The Bolts hoping some of that carries over tonight in Game 4. That's your MillianAire coolest play of the day.
And they need more goals in this game in order to win. Sounds obvious, but they have not been able to do that all in the game. First 2-3 games of the series. Well, we're back here live at Sparkman Wharf on Channel Side, right across the street from Amalie Arena. John Sable alongside Brandon Baylor as we're getting closer and closer to puck drop in Game 4.
And speaking of when the puck drops, there's a local artist we want to tell you about. As soon as the puck drops, she'll pick up her paintbrush. As ABC Action News' Ryan Smith tells us how her work will raise money for kids in need.
Just letting the canvas kind of dictate itself with an abstract background.
Ever since she could pick up a paintbrush, Courtney Wall has married her two passions, art and sports, from the goat to the goalie.
That stormy lightning sky.
She focuses on capturing those iconic moments fans want to relive time and time again.
I'm combining my passions and helping other people with my artwork.
The Brainton artist paints with a purpose, completing her portraits live in front of a crowd at events raising money for local charities, a visual performance she's loved since 16.
That was the first moment that I said, wow, this scares me a lot and I have to keep doing this.
When the puck drops for Game 3, Wall will hit the palette.
And when I came across this shot of Andrei Vasilevsky, the goalie, I said, that's the piece.
Finishing her first Lightning-inspired portrait at a special playoff watch party.
Him catching the puck and then creating this stormy sky in the background with lightning bolts coming right down into his glove.
Bullfrog Creek Brewing Company is hosting a fundraiser for Seeds of Hope, a nonprofit that encourages kids to volunteer in southern Hillsborough County. A win-win from canvas to community.
I feel like I'm reaching so many more people and having 10 times the impact. So for me, that is incredibly gratifying.
In Bradenton, Ryan Smith, ABC Action News.
And what a great cause that is for her. Now back here live at Sparkman Wharf, John Sable alongside Brandon Baylor and our guest here, Jay Retcher. You saw him in Game 3 pregame show from WDAE. And Jay, we all predicted victories in Games 1, 2, and 3. Should we just all pick against the Lightning so they win Game 4 tonight?
I was thinking about a little reverse psychology, fellas. That might help us out. But no, we got to stay with the Bolts, brother. We got to stay with the Bolts.
All right, what happened in Game 3?
You know, I think in the first period, you're trying to make sure that you're kind of stunting. You're going to see a big adrenaline dump in the second period. They're going to be energetic coming out, playing in their home building. Only 3 shots in the first, didn't get it done. They didn't really find their groove until the third period when they cut the lead in half. Too little, too late in that game. Hopefully for the Bolts, they can carry it over to Game 4.
And once again, Victor Hedman out of the lineup. Of course, the good thing is they saw what happens with him out of it in Game 3. How do they combat that tonight?
You're going to have everybody else step up. I thought Eric Chernak had arguably his best game of the series. I mean, who really is coming into his own? I mean, thank God for those young defensemen. Mikhail Sergachev, I thought, played really well as well. I think you need more from Ryan McDonough. You need more from Braden Coburn and Jan Ruda. So the defense has to step up with Hedman not being in.
Well, we look at injuries. Alex Corona, game-time decision. And Jay, this morning, John Cooper shuffling up the lines, putting Anthony Cirelli, who has scored a goal in this series in Game 1 with Stammer and Cooch. Could Cirelli be that missing link to get Stammer and Cooch going in terms of scoring? They haven't done it.
I mean, that's what they're hoping, and I think it's a great idea. I love that they put Cirelli and Stamkos together in the third period of Game 3. I like that. I think his play is contagious. You see that he raises the level of play for the other players he's playing with, so I'm hoping with 86 and 91 tonight he does the same thing.
And talk about some other guys on the roster that stepped up throughout the season. Yanni Gord, Matthew Joseph. Do one of those guys need to actually propel this team as well?
I think the way we were talking about the lines being shifted, Yanni Gord slotting down to that fourth line center. You're going to see Callahan, Ernie, and Killorn. Killorn was just out there for warm-up, so they had actually 4 guys on the fourth line. So I don't even know if they've made a decision yet on what the line's looking like. Look at Yanni Gord, whoever he's playing with tonight, to have a big game.
You know, one thing I think we've all noticed here within the Lightning, Columbus is just out hustling them, outplaying them. They're getting to lose pucks. Do you attribute that to just Columbus maybe wanting it more, or is it because maybe the Lightning just are a little bit gassed from this record-setting regular season?
I actually think it's because Columbus had to play so many tough games down the stretch to make it into the playoffs. You have to win and you have to play playoff hockey before the playoffs even start. The Lightning had this baby clinched up 5 weeks before the regular season. So I think having to stretch and claw for Columbus to get into the playoffs as that second wild card really has paid off for them, and that's the big reason why I think they're playing better than the Lightning right now.
And when you look at a guy like Vasi, he's kind of been in trouble the last couple of games. How important is it for them to protect him in Game 4 where they know this is it, basically?
I think it's huge, and I thought he played his best game of the series in Game 3. He didn't really get helped out. That goal by Duchesne, he got a glove on. I thought he played much better. He's one of those guys that I think really needs to have a good game for the Lightning to win tonight. I think he's going to do that.
All right, so no reverse psychology. We're going to go with the Bolts?
I think the Bolts win 3-1. I think their star players show up and bring this baby back to Tampa Bay here for Game 5 on Friday.
That would be awesome. Jay, thanks for your time, and hopefully all three of us get this one right. We've been over 3 so far.
I like it.
All right, now it's time on our show to give you our Achieva Credit Union save of the game. We got to go back to Game 3 for this one, and a double dipping in the third. Adam Ernie tries to catch Sergei Bobrovsky off guard with the spin, and just like most of the night, his shot was denied. On the other end, Columbus on the move. Ryan Zingle charging the net, and Vasi stands tall, doesn't give up any chance there, denying any chance, and hopefully trying to continue to that type of save streaks we can see here in Game 4 tonight. Those two are your Achieva Credit Union saves of the game from Game 3.
Oh, we need more of those from Vasi, not so much from Bobrovsky.
Yes,
so
that's
hopefully we get those paid off tonight. Now, as we mentioned before, a local pastor, of course, is always sharing a sign with the people, of course. And he posted on the church's marquee, Pastor Tyler Moore of our Savior Lutheran Church in St. Pete, well, making the big reveal this morning. The sign now reads, Perfect Week for Resurrection. He's been posting and updating these throughout the playoffs in past years, and when the Lightning are in the playoffs, so hopefully it pans out tonight, John.
And he's always came up with some really creative signs over the years, and this is going to be appropriate. We need to pray for a victory.
Yes.
All right, our keys to the game, Brandon, we've got 4 of them. I'll go with this one first. The captain must take over. Steven Stamkos has been absolutely non-existent. He's been somewhere on a milk carton somewhere, along with Cooch and Braden Point. He's got to take over and score. If he could do that, I think the Lightning could pull this one out.
Now, Stamkos can't do it by himself. You have to have, like you said, Kucherov and Point step up. Neither of the three have pointed in this series. That's almost ridiculous and outrageous considering what they did in the regular season, 40-plus goals, the numbers they put up. That needs to happen tonight. Attack Bobrovsky. That's the key.
Yeah, financiers on the power play really need to if they get on the power play, they have to capitalize on it. This is one of the best teams in the NHL in the power play, and it's been non-existent so far. Protect Vasilevsky. Sounds like a broken record. We've been talking about it every single game, but it's the truth. You just heard Jay Retcher talking about it. The young Lightning defense, we need them to step up with Victor Hedman out. Hopefully Eric Chernak can kind of be that guy for those for that Lightning side.
And Tyler Johnson mentioned after Game 3 that this team is way too talented for them to play simple. They have to play fast. Crisp passes that we've seen throughout the season. We saw a little bit of that in Game 3 at the end when they scored that goal with Palat, but you have to do that tonight.
You have to. Maybe that play in the Game 3 in third period can trickle over here for the early part of Game 4.
All right, here's what's ahead for the Lightning if they pull off a win tonight. Game 4, of course, in Columbus. If they win Game 5, heads back here to Tampa on Friday. Puck drops at 7. Then if Game 6 is needed, they'll have to travel back to Columbus. Possibly, John, we want to see this series kind of extend out. We didn't see this as the first 3 games, 0-3. We thought it was the other way around, so love to have it back for a Game 5 after tonight.
Yeah, Lightning trying to avoid some major collapse, major history. They can extend this series with a win. Hopefully they get it done and bring it back here for Game 5 coming up on Friday. Hopefully they can do it. We'll see if they can do it. And, we'll have a full recap of tonight's game as long as Locker Room Sound coming up on ABC Action News at 11. You think they get it done?
They have to get it done.
Yeah.
There's no thinking. They have to get it done. That needs to happen.
And we'll see if they can get it done. Puck drops in just minutes away from Brandon Bandler. I'm John Sable, broadcasting live here from Sparkman Wharf on Channel Side across from MillianAire. We'll see you tonight on ABC Action News at 11. Thanks for watching.
It's time to stop paying a high interest rate on your credit card. There's a better card out there waiting for you. Introducing the Achieva MasterCard. It's not a nickel and dime card, so go ahead. Transfer your balance from your current high-rate card. There's no fee to transfer, no annual fee, and your rate can be as low as 2.2% until 2020. Because we care about you and what stays in your wallet. And that's good to know. Achieva and MasterCard. Banking for good.
Good evening, this is Ashley. How can I make you a millionaire today?
My AC isn't working. Can I get somebody out here tonight?
We'll have one of our technicians right over.
How was work today?
It was good. I gotta go.
Right now, get 0% for 72 months. It's hard to stop a train. MillianAire, masters of comfort.